Now, in this video, we're going to learn how to solve for x in this nice exponential equation. We have to find the value of x in x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 2 equal to x to the power of negative 1, which is also 1 divided by 8 if you follow the laws of indices. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to also subscribe to my channel for more simplified mathematics content. Now, what we need to do is to first of all multiply all through by 8. By multiplying all through by 8, we are going to render the right hand side, which is 8 to the power of negative 1, to 0. Now, let's get started. If we multiply both sides by 8, we are going to have this to multiply 8 multiplied by x to the power of 3 plus 8 multiplied by x to the power of 2, and this will be equal to 8, which is also 8 to the power of 1 multiplied by 8 to the power of negative 1. Great. Now from this instance, you come to see that 2 to the power of 3 is also 8, so we'll represent that with 8, x to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by x to the power of 2, and this will be equal to, according to the law of indices, 8 to the power of 1 plus negative 1. Now from this, we can see that since this and this have same powers, we're going to multiply them, and that will give us 2 to the power of x, 2 multiplied by x, all to the power of 3, and then I'm going to break this to give me 2 to the power of 1 multiplied by 2 to the power of 2. It's possible according to the laws of indices, and x to the power of 2 will be equal to 8 to the power of 1 minus 1. In the next step, we're going to consider bringing that other part together. This would be 2 to the power 2x to the power of 3 plus 2 multiplied by 2x, since they both have square as an exponent, and this would be equal to 8 to the power of 0. Great. So we're going to have this to become 2 to the power of 2x to the power of 3 plus 2 multiplied by 2x to the power of 2, and this would be equal to 1, because 8 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Great. So what we are going to do now is to assume something. Let us assume the value of 2x to be equal to y. Now, if 2x is equal to y, that means wherever we find the value of x, 2x, we can replace it with y. So that expression will now give us y to the power of 3 plus 2y squared, right? And this will be minus 1, and all this will be equal to 0. Now, from this expression, we can simplify this further. This is a polynomial expression, and from this polynomial expression, you can come to see that 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 2 to the power of y can be equal to y squared plus y squared, right? So we can replace that in that original expression. So that original expression will now give us y to the power of 3 plus y squared plus y squared minus 1, and this will be equal to 0. Now let's expand this and also collect similar terms. From here, you can come to see that y to the power of 2 is common, right? And this will give us y plus 1, right? And this will give us y plus y squared minus 1 squared, and this will be equal to 0. So what do we see here? A diff of 2 squares. So what we are going to do is to expand that diff of 2 squares, and then we'll have y squared multiplied by y plus 1, right? And this will be plus difference of 2 squares, we have y plus 1, right? And then we'll have y minus 1, and this will be equal to 0. Now, do you notice something? That we have y plus 1 as a common term. So we're going to take out that common term. And so we'll have y plus 1, right, as the common term. And that will be multiplied by, if I divide all these by y plus 1, we'll have y squared remaining, right? Plus, if I divide all these by y plus 1, we'll have y minus 1 remaining, and all these will be equal to 0. Great. Now from this expression, we can see that we have what we call a zero product rule. From the first expression, we can see we'll have y plus 1 equal to 0, right? And from the second expression, we have y squared plus y minus 1 equal to 0. So in this point, we want to find the value of y. From this other side, we can see that our y will be equal to negative 1. If we subtract 1 from both sides. Now, I want you to recall that initially we said 2x is equal to what? Y. And we are meant to find the value of 2x, right? So we are going to take 2x to be equal to y. So if 2x is equal to negative 1, we can divide here by 2 and divide here by 2. And once we divide here by 2, you're going to see that 2 will just clear 2. And what we'll have as our value for x, which is the value we are asked to look for, is x equal to negative 1 divided by 2. And that is the first solution for the value of x. So we'll take our x 1 to be equal to negative 1 divided by 2. The next two solutions we can get from that quadratic equation that is given to us. Now let's consider the quadratic equation. That quadratic equation can be compared to we having ax squared, right, plus bx plus c, and this will be equal to 0. So from that expression, you see that a is equal to 1, that is this, b is equal to 1, that is this, and then c is equal to negative 1. So using the quadratic formula, we can be able to find the values of y. From the quadratic formula, we'll have our y to be equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, and all these divided by 2a. So if we insert the value of a, b, and c into that quadratic formula, we should be able to have the value of our y. The value of our y will be equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 square minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by negative 1, and all these will be divided by 2 multiplied by 1. Great. So in the next step, we're going to find the value of y, and the value of our y will be equal to negative 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus times minus will give us plus. So that will be plus. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 1 is also 4. So we'll have this to be divided by 2. So what do we have here? We have our y to be equal to negative 1 plus or minus square root of 5 divided by 2. So from that first expression, we have the first value of y. From this expression, we're going to have other two values of y. But recall that y is equal to 2x. So we are going to take 2x to be equal to negative 1 plus or minus square root of 5, all divided by 2. Great. Now, if we expand this, we are going to have this to become, in the first case, 2x equal to negative 1 plus square root of 5, and this will be divided by 2. And in the second case, we are going to have this to become 2x equal to minus 1 minus square root of 5, and this will be divided by 2. So these are the two solutions we can get from this expression. So from the first case, we can say 2x multiply or divided by 2 will give us the value of x equal to -1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2, and all these will be divided by what? 2. So in this case, we'll have the value of our x to be equal to, while this clears this, we'll have our x2 to be equal to -1 plus root 5, and this will be divided by 4. And that is the second solution to that exponential equation that is given to us. Now let's consider the third and final solution. From this solution, we can see that 2x is equal to -1 minus root 5 divided by 2. So to get the value of 2, we are going to divide both sides by. To get the value of x, we are going to divide both sides by 2, and this will be divided by 1 divided by 2. So the value of our x now will be equal to, x will be equal to, this will be equal to -1 minus root 5 divided by 4. And this is S3. That is the third solution to that expression that is given to us. Now recall that we have the first value, x1, to be equal to -1 divided by 2. So all these are real solutions to that exponential equation that is given to us up there. So let us check to find out if this solution is actually right. To check, we are simply going to insert the result of those three solutions we've gotten into the original expression. The original expression, x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 2 equal to 8 to the power of -1. Now let's check. If we check that, we are going to have this solution to now give us, we have x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 2. Will these two solutions give us 8 to the power of -1? Let's try it out with x, the first value of x, 1. And that will give me what? This is going to give me 1 divided by 2 negative all squared all cubed plus -1 divided by 2 all squared. Now will it give us 1 divided by 8, which is 8 to the power of -1. Now let's try this out. This is what? To the power of 3, so this will give us a -1 to the power of 8, because 2 to the power of 3 is 8. And this will give us a positive 1 to the power 1 divided by 4, right? So if we simplify this, is it going to give us 8? According to the lowest common multiple will be 8, and then 8 divided by 8 will give us -1, plus 8 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 1 will give us 2, and this will give us 1 divided by 8. Let's find out. From this solution, -1 plus 2 is going to give us 1 divided by 8, right? So 1 divided by 8 is equal to 1 divided by 8. So that confirms that x equal to -1 divided by 2 is a solution to that exponential equation given to us. Now I do want to give you a task, and the task is insert the value of x2 and x3 into the original expression and come to see if the solution can actually give us the value of 1 divided by 8. If it does, that means x2 and x3 are also real solutions to these expressions that are given to us. I know you did enjoy watching this math solution. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified mathematics content. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.